Hey guys, once again I got another RC on my channel. This is just came in 2 days ago. Got it from Amazon. I paid a $97 for it, which was amazing, but sadly I got the last one. So right now they got them on Amazon for $200. So I was just amazed by that price, so I had to pick one up. Now it says it's a 1/8 scale, and next to my 10th scale Red Cat Blackout short course truck, it is definitely much bigger. So I could give him that. I can say it's probably 1/8, or it's a really large 1/10 scale. It's actually probably about the same size as the Arma Sentin, which the Sentin is a big 10th scale, I believe. It looks to me about the same size as the Sentin. I don't have one to sit side by side, but regardless, this thing is brushed, and obviously for $97 you're not going to get a brushless 1/8 scale. But it had a 40 amp ESC that can handle 3S, and the motor itself is a 590 brushed motor. And I've never seen a 590 in any RC. It's the same size, like a big round circumference as a 550. It's just longer. So, and obviously it can handle a lot more power because I'm running 3S on it. My biggest 3Ss I have, and it's not hardly getting warm. It came with a heat sink and a fan on the motor, which I thought that was pretty cool. Came with a 2S 5200 MAH 50C LiPo, which was nice because I can use that for my crawlers. This thing is really slow on 2S with brushed. I mean, when I seen it, I was like, I can't do that. But I was having issues with the original ESC. For some reason, I couldn't get the thing to go in reverse, and every time I put it in reverse, it just keep going forward. It was just, I tried to reprogram it, I tried everything. So I yanked that thing out and I put my trusted Hobby Wing 1080 in there, and I haven't looked back. This thing, I love that 1080. Of course, I took the drag brake off, all the settings. I set it up for a short course truck with the program card, and I boosted up all the punch and everything. I make it go as fast as I can get it to go, and it's pretty nice. It probably goes 20 to 25 miles per hour, which is, for me, is perfect for like trail driving. I mean, it's fast in the trails. So now if you wanted this thing to go, on street, and you're trying to time it and do runs and stuff, no, it's not gonna cut it. You're definitely gonna want to put brushless in it. But for me, being full drive and the way it goes in the woods, the way it handles and controls is great. I'm really impressed for the price I paid. So let's see what it can do. I'll show you. It's got oil-filled shocks. Really nice suspension. What it is, it's a FTX branded RC. They just, Laegendary has somehow bought it from FTX or something, and they sell it under the Laegendary brand. Which I like FTX. I know that Red Cat does the same thing with FTX. They rebrand a lot of their things and just throw Red Cat name on it. There's the coldest day we've had this year, I guess. There's frost on the ground. So if you see, it has great tires, really nice, nice and grippy. Get this stick out of here. Very nice tread. It's got a nice foam in there, nice and squishy. It's got, of course, a working spare on it. It's weird, it doesn't have any windows in it. Well, I mean, of course it does, but it doesn't, you know what I mean? It doesn't have any Lexan windows, it's just holes cut out, which I'm assuming that's really good for airflow. Oop, get my hand out of the way. Pretty cool looking body, really sturdy. It's probably the most sturdy RC body I have because it's got that cage on the inside of the leg stand that connects to it, and it's pretty well made. It can take a beating, I'll give it that. And the dash has like a speedometer, and some of the dials are there. And for the passenger, it's got like a little GPS. I don't know if I can get it in there so you can see. But it's pretty cool. For what it is, I like it. And the controller is it's actually a FlySky. Little bitty FlySky. It takes 4 AAA batteries. And I don't know if you guys do this, but I do it for all of my controllers that don't come with any kind of rubber or foam. I stole this rubber off of one of my FlySky remotes to one of my Red Cats that I don't use anymore. So, and the rubber slid right over top, and it allowed me to get better access for one-handed steering. So, and the controller has everything you need on it, all the trims. It's even got the reverses you need on it. So and actually it's I believe it's a 6-channel or 4-channel maybe. Yeah. See, there's your channel 3, and you can use this for a crawler. That channel 3 for a winch, and there's channel 4 you can use for lights. You know, if you're hard up for a controller, but of course I'm not. But right now I got a ADC 5200 Huvo LiPo in there, a 3S. And it runs for almost an hour. And the motor surprisingly just barely gets warm. Now what I did is I replaced the heatsink in the fan with a larger heat-seeking fan. Because I didn't like the one that came with it. It was good enough, but just good enough for me sometimes. You know, I had a better fan, a turbo fan, so why not use it if it was just laying around? But for back here, trail running, man, it's really impressed me. I'm going to change the servo on it. It's got like a 6-kilogram servo, which, I mean, it's honestly, it works just fine, but I want one with a little bit more oomph, I guess. I'm gonna put one of my VTEC 35 kilograms in there and try it out. It's cool because it's got a 3-wire servo. I was impressed. So basically I changed out the fan, everything's stock except for the ESC. I put the Hobbywing 1080 in it, and I changed the cooling fan and the heat sink on the motor. And oddly, the ESC didn't come with a fan. So of course the 1080 doesn't need it, but the one that came stock with it didn't come with a fan, but the motor did. So I think they had 3S in mind with that fan being on there like that. And see, back here in these woods, I can't have a brushless car because it's just too fast. You lose control before, you know, it's too much like, too many thin, narrow trails, too many trees. There's not enough open spaces to just ride the thing wide open. So for me, I need something with more slow speed control and the capability to just run over sticks and debris. And of course, with this being a brushed motor, you got all kinds of slow speed control. It's pretty fun doing burnouts down here in these on this brush. Oops. Remember guys, on driving, it's normally not this bad, but I'm trying to one-hand steer it and film this at the same time with this little bitty controller. Trying to get used to it. Well, I'm hung up in a bad spot. There we go. Whoa. But for light trail driving, this thing actually does really good. I'm definitely going to get my ramps out and try this thing out on the ramps. But not today. I'll save that for another video. But for $97, this thing was a steal, I think. It is definitely brushless ready. After looking at the gears, it's pretty heavy duty. It's got a nylon, pretty thick nylon spur gear. It's got a center differential, which is nice. Handles great. All right, guys, let me know what you think about this thing. Do you think I got a deal? Do you think it's a piece of junk? Do you think it's a great RC? How do you guys feel about Legendary brand? This is actually my second one. My first one was the Legendary Grondo crawler, and it was okay. But I think I like this one a little bit better. It's got more of a fun factor. But just hit me up with a like and subscribe to me, and or dislike if you don't like my video. And I'll see you guys. Thanks for watching.